Alright, everything you're about to see is bonus footage before the actual review. I already rendered the full review, and I don't feel like splicing this in there. But I wanted to show some extra things. One thing, I was thinking about it, but I didn't go through with it, and come to find out it's actually a real feature. Wes Dixon on Facebook even pointed this out, and I didn't even notice in the instructions. You see him holding an axe right there. He doesn't come with an axe, and they don't show any other stuff involving that axe. So it looks like they must have cut that because of the budget or something like that. But the peg end points in his hands and on the side of his arm right here are standport size, which Iron Factory's Pink Assassin sword is. If you put the hand in like this, you can attach anything with a standport size peg. So he can still like wield this sword, which isn't his. It's unfortunate that they had to cut that. Here he is next to a Titan class. For a better view of that, here he is on Metroplex's shoulder right there. I also wanted to show him fake pulling Leader Class Optimus Prime's trailer right there, which it is too big. And I didn't show vehicle mode for Gold Bug here next to Optimus. So there you go. Here comes the review. Previously on T-Man 978, I reviewed these two and got mild interest so far. Yay for them.
T-Man 978 Chill Review.
Hello everyone, T-Man 978. Welcome to my first Transformers War for Cybertron Trilogy Kingdom action figure review. This is Core Class Optimus Prime, and he is number 1, as we can see, so I guess it's appropriate that I got him first. Pre-ordered other stuff, and he got to me first. Here you go. So here's a tiny, tiny Optimus Prime. It basically is the size of a Legends class action figure, but I think Core class is slightly smaller. I can tell you right now that it's using less plastic and definitely less metal. But people keep coming up with theories as to why they are doing this with these characters right here. Money. They want to sell Optimus in every size class. Like, parents are more likely to spend $10, and somebody's going to be like, oh, Optimus Prime, I want Optimus Prime. And a parent's going to be like, oh, you can get that $10 Optimus Prime. $10 used to be their magical price point, but now that deluxe class price point is $20, and they're trying to go even higher than that. But anywho, here's Optimus. He pretty much looks like the Leader Class Optimus, which is a Voyager Plus, really. This is what he looks like from the back. Main things I dislike, or the only real thing I dislike at this size class, is this thing hanging off right here. I wish there was a way that it could flip or turn around so that these were going upward, up his back. But here's the details. Here's the face, just like that Leader Class Optimus. His eyes are painted, but his nose is still blue plastic right there. And yeah, you've seen the details while I was spinning it around. His head can turn around. I feel like I'm not supposed to turn it all the way around, but I'm forcing it. I can't really tell if that's on a ball joint down there, but you ain't getting no wiggle, basically. You get a reverse or backwards butterfly due to transformation like normal with Optimus. You can swivel right there, go out to here, it's on a ball joint. Elbows are on a ball joint, you get that, and it can swivel, of course. The wrist, you don't have anything unless you pop the transformation joint right there. Waist, you get that unless you pull this flap up, and then you can get this weird waist swivel right there. Abs. or you can get a crotch crunch like New Age Transformers. So there we go with that. You can go all the way up due to transformation. Legs go out to the side, all the way back, kick all the way forward. And with that crotch crunch, you can kick up even higher. And you can bend the knee, swivel. You get a little play right here at the hip. And you can rotate here because that's on the ball joint. The feet are affixed in a permanent ankle pivot stance right there. Things that this gun. This gun is really reminiscent of the way it fits in the hand. The actual G1 toy, where it sits so high up, it looks kind of ridiculous. He does have pegging points right there, so you can peg that there. I think, no, I can't peg there. But this is a stand port size peg, so it does fit in his booty. If you want to store it back here. And I believe that's it for this mode anyway. But anyhow, here is Legends Optimus from 2000, I think it was 2013 or 2014. He is heavier. He is like 32 grams. And this one is 25 grams. That's not including all his other stuff right here. So it will weigh even more than that. This was $10 when it came out, I believe. It came with this this Legion's bot or Minicon or whatever you want to call them. That actually transform has articulation. And it can turn into a gun for $10. And Optimus Prime gets his own gun right there. This is based on IDW comics, basically. I have a review on him, I believe, if you want to see that. But let's see what he looks like. If he can hold this gun. You do have this peg. Oh, yeah. Since it does have that stand port peg right there, he can hold this. So if you don't like that gun looking silly and you got this guy, there you go. Legends had regular 5mm ports for the hands, even though they were smaller. Now, here he is next to some New Age people right there. Good book. So, yeah, maybe he should be a little bit shorter or whatever. But, here he is next to a G1 Minibot mold. There you are at that. Here is a Beast Wars basic figure, which basically is a scout class, which was before a Legends class came out. So he is way big, and when this came out, it was like $5. So there you are with all of that. Oh yeah, and here is Magic Square's Optimus right here. Of course, this costs significantly more. And if you were complaining about the hollowness in the back of the legs, this has hollowness right here too, but they like disguised it. And both of them have holes in the back of the head. Alright, transformation. First thing you want to do is force this hand down, which is stiff, which is a good thing, so it won't be transforming itself while you're messing with it. Like that. Then you can force the head down like this and lift this panel up like that. Move the arms out of the way. Bring this down. Well, bring the crotch out like that. Plug the legs together and we can rotate this around right here. Now with this out of the way right here, we can go ahead and flip this up right there. And one thing they try to incorporate into all Optimus Primes is this transformation where the arms go back like that. That's iconic if you watch the cartoon. I'm gonna have to watch the Transformers Siege show again to see if they tried to incorporate that into the animation. I can't remember. And he had the two pegs on his thighs you might have seen. They go into the back of his arms up here if you can line it up right. But basically, that's that. He does have what looks like a trailer hitch, but that's for the gun right here. So one other option as far as gun storage, he has a little divot on both sides. There is this rectangular peg right there that you can plug the gun right there. So this is actually the suggested method right there, and not even the trailer hitch thing. Yeah, that is kind of odd. This is what you're working with. From the front, it's good. From the side, falls apart. But to be honest with you, the Leader Class Optimus kind of looks like this too, incomplete. But it's $10. It's small. What are you gonna do? It does roll. None of the wheels are pinned in there. All the peg-in wheels. So you're gonna get what you can get with just all plastic. Here's a comparison with Legends IDW Optimus. They're roughly around the same length. This one's a little bit longer, and it's definitely wider and more of a complete truck, but it's still good. Here is that roller from him. Here's it with the gun right here. So there's that. Tried to turn this around to see if I can poke that through here, but it makes it go in at an angle, but it can still do that if you wanted to. Bumblebee. There we are with that. Ah, you know what? I forgot to bring out this new age Insecticon, but trust me, he's smaller. I do not feel like transforming Magic Square Optimus. I'm sorry for bringing him out earlier, but yeah, I don't feel like doing that. So all in all, this is decent. It rolls. For $10, I'm just happy. It's an Optimus Prime that looks like Optimus Prime proportionately, has decent articulation, and can transform at the same time. Plus, comes with a gun at this price point. I'm shocked they didn't cheap out, because with the Legends class, a lot of those figures did not get guns. Anywho, reverse transformation. We're gonna unplug that and move these arms back out to the side like that. While we're here, I'm gonna turn the forearms that way and open up the hands. Now we can bring this down and put that up like that and rotate this. One piece of the transformation I need to show up close is this thing. When you bend this, you need to make sure that both hinges like kind of bend in this angle right here. Why this little divot goes into this little space right there, and it will hold his body together so that the crotch isn't constantly coming forward unless you want it to. And we can bring this down to peg into there and bring the head out and bring that down, separate the legs. Now he is a robot again. Now that he's a robot again, here's this Insecticon, since I forgot to do that. But there we go. All in all, for $10, I like it. I like his articulation. This is something definitely decent that I can move around on my desk. One thing I don't like is the way the gun sits in the hand. That is the most unfortunate part, besides this stuff hanging off back here. And this thing right here is supposed to tab into this, but I don't feel like that ever tabs, to be honest. I got this guy on Amazon. I'm gonna put a link down there, even though it's probably gonna be out of stock. Lord knows when they're gonna restock. Pandemic. Leave me alone. Thank you for watching. T-Man978 out of here. Join the Syndicate Toy Hunters Facebook group. Link in the description. Click the videos. Click the videos, baby. Click the videos. You should really click these videos. Click the videos. Click those videos, baby. Click the videos. You really should click those videos. Click that shit.